Alright, welcome to the first replay of Season 4. I promised bigger, better replays than ever before, so let's start with a drop into Flush Factory. So, this is currently one of the Week 1 Season 4 challenges, so we have probably about 8 people here. So, we see a guy drop over the top, we were going to grab that shotgun, but we move down and we see him waiting. So we pull out our revolver, he's looking towards us, he moves down, and perfect headshot. Outplayed. There's no more that needs to be said. He's outplayed. We're just getting some materials because we want to take his pump, and we're ready to go. So this season features a superhero theme. So this is the carbide skin. It will continue to be leveled up as I level up. So there's a team of 2 fighting here, and we steal the final kill. So right now we're up to 2. You know, they changed the season. They didn't change the fact that my kills don't update correctly, so right now we're at 2. But, you know, you gotta take what you can have. So if you look at the replay feature, they now show you where the kills are, which is nice because you can see there's a few at the very beginning, and then they become very densely packed towards the end. So right now we're hearing a guy breaking stuff under us. We're just trying to figure out where he is. Alright, so he's over here. And we see him on our right. We hit him, that looks like 54. And we're trying to bait out his shot. We're trying to get him to peek. So there we did trade some damage, but we did hit him just a little bit. So that's alright. And we're just waiting. We're playing a little game. So I don't know how to do this. I don't really have materials. And there he goes. It's funny, when you watch this back, it seems way faster than, like, in my head. Like, when it was happening, it felt considerably slower and more methodical, but then when you watch it back, it's just so fast. So we're on to our 3rd kill. The only thing I don't like about this replay function is it shows you, like, who I successfully killed, I suppose, but there's nothing really I can do about that. So we're just moving in towards this chest, you know, gonna grab some loot. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I'm a little bit boxed in. We're getting shot at from up above. We see him. We're like, oh shoot, he's gonna pressure us. Perfect hunting rifle snipe. You know, we changed a few things for Season 4. We did not change the hunting rifle snipes. Those will continue to be part of the channel. Don't worry. If you're a fan of it, it will stay. So here we're just trying to navigate up to his loot, because at this point I basically have no shotgun ammo and very, very few build materials, so whatever he left up top will be worth it to harvest, just because I think most of Flush is looted. I mean, I didn't check like the dance place, but I'm pretty sure that team of 2 would have looted it if they were going to. So we pick up the shotgun that fires slugs, the long range one, and we upgraded our assault rifle. Have to say, so far this skin looks alright. It would be nicer with some armor stacked on top of it, but, you know, all will come in due time. Alright, so we're moving up. And if you look, all of this in the replay is just dead space. So if we just accelerate through this, you see it's just running, right? It's not really anything here. Just looting real quick. Yeah. So you see, we get our shields back up, we loot, we heal, and we proceed to cross the bridge. That's right there. Alright, there we go. So now we've made it across the bridge. So that saved us about 6 minutes. Because, you know, time is money. And as we move up here, this is a pretty standard rotation. This is one that I'm pretty familiar with. You go through the middle of the map here, and you come from like Shifty or someplace, and you come up through the valley or across the bridge and you cross into Salty. So that's something we're pretty familiar with. So, nothing too new. We see this guy's building on top of the house, and I'm thinking maybe he's up there, maybe he's got a sniper rifle. So I'm just trying to collect some materials so I can get all set up to push him. But I don't know if he's actually there. There's no shots, there's no indication that he is there. But I don't have the perception to be able to just see if he's there or not. But it is something that I'm working on. Seeing through these walls, it's a little bit difficult, but as you'll see, I'm trying to learn. So it looks like there's nobody here, and we look across, and there's some people fighting over there. Yep, you can see their little projectiles. So we're just checking it one last time, and we're moving up. So here, I'm hearing them fire, but they're not being very successful, and they're also jumping around a lot, which means they're frantic. So I just move in, take out one, take out the other. We have now accumulated 6 kills. There are 19 people left. So we see this, there's a jump pad on top of that, so we're just going to break it. I don't want people to be able to freely move if they're rotating from tilted or dusty, especially, because that's one of the challenges this week, is loot chests at, not dusty, haunted hills. So, don't want them to be able to successfully rotate. We're just looking into dusty, trying to learn the new terrain, looking around, looking around. It doesn't look like there's much there. So we're going to start moving in towards the circle. We see this structure. We can see the wood falling onto the top, which is an indication that there's somebody up there. And we're going to pull out our sniper rifle. And he drops down. But that's okay, Just gives us more time. So we see him jumping around a little bit. He hasn't seen us. We go to snipe it. We are a little bit behind on that one. He goes to move back up on top of his platform. And you'll see he builds a ramp and tries to edge the left side. So we're looking through the wood. And he goes to edge it again. So he tried to head glitch there. And he very easily could have been successful. But I got a little bit greedy because I thought I could hit him on the head glitch. But, I'm no ninja, so I don't know why I would bother. So we're going to jump pad in, and we see him up there, and he's already ready for us, and we can't take high ground easily. So we're going to move past him to the next person, so we see him moving up the stairs. Right, so the guy behind us is just trying to suppress. This guy's coming at us, we miss. Hit him with the SMG a little bit, keep hitting him. We're a little bit damaged, and there he goes. So he's got very valuable asset for us, the Scar. Legendary, of course. And we're trying to figure out what this guy's going to do, because he saw us up there. He's got tons of build materials, so he's probably got the loot from a llama. So he's going to likely launch pad, so we're trying to look for him. We see him on our right. We go to build. We're a little bit panicked. He's trying to use the SMG to break us down. He goes to go over the top and ducks under. I don't see him as clear as I am seeing him right now. I'm just trying to keep high ground, trying to keep him flustered. He moves across. We hit him for 59. We try and hit him again. That's okay. We pull out the SMG. We decide to do the same thing. We go to shoot through. Unfortunately, we are not reloaded. He goes to move around. We hit him a little bit. And finish him off. So we're cleaning up. We're up to 8 kills. So far, so good. We are carrying 3 impulses right now. But I think we swapped them out for the heal. I'm not sure. Looks like we stick with them. Alright, so we're just looking around. We're trying to stay aware. We know this giant structure is going to attract attention, and especially all of the shots we fired. And we know that Dusty is a hotspot, and there's probably at least one person coming from there who's reasonably good. So we're looking across. We see one guy jump way out in the field. And we're just looking. He's moving up, so we're going to try and hit him. That was a little bit too far to the left, it looks like. That's okay, you know. Sniper rifles are not something that I get too much experience with, so it's acceptable. So he's over here. We're hearing him shoot some sniper rifle shots. So we're trying to figure out if he's going to peek out his little head, but we're not sure. Yeah, so we're trying to figure out, can we look around this? Can we do something? If you look on the minimap, we're actually getting flanked right now. Alright, so from my perspective, I have no concept that he's there until I start getting shot at. We go, we find him. We go to build a little bit. This is pretty slow building. And he jumps over the top behind us. I hear him. I go to hit him and I miss. I hit him. We take a little bit of damage. Fortunately, he was not that good. He got flustered when we started jumping around, so we take him out. And we know this next guy's going to be moving up on us, so we immediately start moving. But the thing is, he's got a jump pad. So, he's going to push up on us. We're going to hit him once. We're going to hit him a little bit with the SMG, right? And now we're under him. We're just reloading real quick. We see him. We put a little bit more pressure. Right here, this is a very skillful move. We drop the floors under us so we can get up and around. And we try and figure out where he is. So if you look, he's inside of there. And we break right through. It's funny, on the replay, that upper roof that we just openly shot through actually existed. Like, it wasn't just empty space. He had actually hidden himself. So, it's kind of entertaining. So I believe that's 10 kills, yes. So, it's funny how the replay does that. So the circle is moving in, we have to start moving. And we're just looking, we're hoping that somebody's rotating from retail, because that's usually a popular spot, so we're just watching as the circle pushes them out. And unfortunately, there are 2 people rotating from retail. We just don't see them soon enough. So if you look on the minimap, there's that gray guy right on the edge of the circle, which we will see where he was hiding, but we won't see him while he's still hiding there. And we're just getting full shield, you know. Nothing too original or new. It's alright, you know, we hit a nice hunting rifle snipe, we hit a perfect revolver headshot. So, you know, if this mid-late game is a little bit slower, that's reasonable. So as we move up here, we see that one guy is ramping on our right. We're checking that left spot where he was hiding, because we're not aware that he has moved. We figure he's probably not there. There's a guy firing a semi-automatic sniper at us. It's alright. I should have built before I shot, but I didn't want him to move. As always, we're going to break the tree. And he gets shot up by a person above him. So we're trying to figure out how to play this angle. So we see him, and he's probably dropping into loot. I don't think he knows I'm here. So we start moving up. And at this point, we've got the loot of probably at least 1 loot llama and hundreds and hundreds of more mats. So we're not too worried about running out of mats. So we're just going to push aggressively upwards. And then turn. And we're looking for him. We're trying to make sure that he doesn't edge out over the top. So that's why we go so high. So we're trying to get vision. And we're looking and we're looking and we're looking. If you look, we take a little bit of damage right there. And he jumps through and we see him. And we miss. And he goes to loot again. And we hit him for 98, 96. He moves up over the top. Goes to pull out a gun. Hits us a little bit. And he's dead. So we're at about 60 HP. So we're just gonna get ourselves bandaged a little bit. We are in a little bit of a difficult spot, but nothing too difficult, you know. So there's 3 people left. And we have 11 kills. And we have to move into circle, because we don't have too much time before it starts moving. I believe it's about 17 seconds. So we gotta get a move on. So we're looking for those last 2 people. So as we move in, we're worried about people who are already set up in circle. People towards the end of the game like to build 1x1 towers and then sit inside of them and snipe and throw rockets and whatever, which is fine. You know, they have the loot, they have the materials for it. We see one guy cross, and we unfortunately do not hit. But that's okay, because we know where one of them is, which means there's only one person who isn't accounted for. We figure they're probably not from the spot that we just came from, because that'd be an extremely slow rotation. We go to snap him, and we actually successfully hit him. Can't see the hit markers, but we did hit him. This guy goes to peek out at us, readjusts himself, and he is dead. Cleaned him up. Now we're moving towards this last guy. We know where every single person is, so we can be rather confident. We're going to try and use the tree strat to pressure him a little bit. One of my personal favorites, but honestly, I didn't get that much out of it. I could have just pushed up along that left edge and gotten basically the same thing out of it. So we do hit him a tiny bit there. I think it was like 30 damage. So nothing too big. And we're just trying to figure out how to approach this, and he's trying to figure out how to approach this. So as we move up, we're trying to keep ourselves protected, but we also want to pressure him. Unfortunately, none of these shots successfully hit, but that's okay. So we're going to move up. We're going to use this tree as like a pseudo cover while we reload. We're going to move up. These leaves, man. So he goes to lob some grenades. Unfortunately, one of them perfectly hits between the leaf and the tree. We go to move up, he jumps over, we hit him once, we hit him twice, we pull out our TAC SMG, and there he goes. So this was the first win of Season 4, 13 eliminations, and that's all.